Why did you leave me alone? Sister, I never left. They just never let me reach you.
Between two giant mountains, there existed a strange kingdom called Orion. One side burned warm with golden flowers and sunlight, while the other stayed frozen, shining with endless snow and silent glowing stars. King Xaden ruled Orion with kindness and courage. His queen, Leora, had a gentle smile that brought peace to everyone. Yet for many years they had no children and prayed every night. One magical night, 2 stars fell from the sky and entered the palace. That same night, the queen gave birth to twin daughters, each carrying a strange and powerful energy. The elder daughter, Kaelis, had warm golden eyes. Wherever she touched, heat and light appeared. Flowers bloomed brighter, and the air grew warm around her presence. The younger daughter, Nyra, had deep blue eyes. Her breath turned water into ice, and snowflakes danced whenever she laughed. She brought calm, silence, and cold beauty wherever she went. The sisters loved playing together as children. When they laughed, warmth and frost mixed into shining light. The palace walls echoed with their joy, and the king thanked the heavens every single day. But a clever advisor named Malrek watched silently. He knew that if both princesses united their powers, they could create a force beyond imagination, and deep inside, he desired that power for himself. One night, Malrek whispered fear into the king's mind. "Fire and ice cannot exist together," he said. "If they grow close, their powers will clash and destroy everything you love." That night, the king saw a terrible dream. The palace burned and froze at the same time, breaking apart. His daughters stood opposite each other, and darkness swallowed the kingdom completely. Afraid, the king separated the sisters. Kaelis lived in the warm eastern palace, while Nyra stayed in the frozen western tower. A massive stone wall was built, keeping them apart forever. Years passed, and the sisters grew up apart. Their teachers filled their minds with lies. Kaelis was told ice was lifeless and dangerous, while Nyra learned fire was cruel and destructive. Still, in quiet nights, both felt something missing. Kaelis often stared at the tall wall, feeling restless. Nyra watched distant lights from her tower, her eyes filling with silent tears. One day, King Xaden fell terribly ill. His skin turned pale, and his breath became weak. Royal healers feared a dark force, something ancient that could not be cured by normal means. The wise healer revealed the truth. A shadow spirit had awakened, feeding on fear and division. It could only be defeated by a rare force created when fire and ice unite. Kaelis rushed to see her father, but Malrak stopped her. "Your heat will harm him," he lied. Nyra was also blocked. "Your cold will worsen his condition," he told her coldly. An old caretaker named Saris knew the truth. She had raised the sisters when they were born. Quietly, she visited each princess and told them about their shared past and hidden bond. Saris showed Kaelis an old painting, 2 little girls laughing together, surrounded by golden and blue light. "That bright light between you," she said softly, "is your true power together." Nyra heard the same story and broke into tears. "I hated her for years," she whispered. Saris replied gently, "It was never hate, only lies. Your hearts always remembered each other." Before sunrise, both princesses left their rooms. They walked toward the giant wall from opposite sides. For the first time in years, they stood facing each other in silence. Nyra spoke first, her voice shaking. "I'm sorry. Sister." The word felt new yet familiar. Kaelis stepped forward and hugged her. a soft, glowing light appeared, and the wall began to crack. The glowing light grew stronger as the sisters held each other. The broken wall turned into dust. Without wasting time, they decided to leave the palace secretly and save their father. They entered a dark, living forest. Trees moved slowly, and shadows whispered around them. The air felt heavy. Every step forward felt dangerous, but they stayed brave and continued together. A giant shadow serpent blocked their path. Kaelis attacked with fire, but it absorbed the flames. Nyra used ice, yet it passed through easily. The creature was immune to both powers alone. The sisters looked at each other and understood. They joined hands. A bright white light burst out, stronger than fire or ice. The serpent screamed and vanished into dust instantly. Deep in the forest, they met an old mystic named Orvin. He said, "Only together can you defeat the shadow spirit. Its heart is hidden at the peak of the dark mountain." As they climbed the mountain, strange voices filled their minds. "She will betray you," the whisper said. Doubt grew between them, and for a moment, their hands slowly separated. Suddenly, the ground shook violently. A huge rock fell between them. "Nyra, are you okay?" Kaelis shouted. "Yes," she replied. "Those voices are lies. I trust you, sister." They broke the rock together and held hands again. Their bond grew stronger than ever. Step by step, they reached the peak where darkness waited, silent and full of hidden fear. The shadow spirit appeared, huge and terrifying. It laughed loudly. Darkness surrounded everything, but the sisters closed their eyes, trusting each other, and let their powers merge into pure, radiant light. The light exploded like a sun. Darkness shattered completely. The spirit vanished forever. Back home, their father awoke healed. The kingdom became balanced, and the sisters ruled together in harmony forever.